Good evening, BTT, everyone. I'm so happy. The BTT members were very kind to say that I could do a member stream once a month that could be for everyone, that anyone could watch, but of course only members can comment, as you can see on the side there. So many new members, by the way. Welcome. We have these streams 4 days a week, Sundays through Wednesdays, but today, because it's Comic-Con, I thought we would do, this would be a great opportunity for everyone to be able to join the party. We're going to have a fun conversation about Comic-Con so far. We're getting ready for the Marvel panel, which starts very soon, in about 45 minutes. It starts at 5:15 Pacific, 8:15 Eastern Standard Time. It runs about an hour and a half. I know some people are thinking there are going to be trailers. I don't believe there are going to be any trailers. I don't think they haven't shot anything. The only thing they could possibly show maybe be some Black Widow footage, but it wouldn't be released to the public. Marvel's pretty tough about that. But that doesn't mean we're not going to get logos, we're not going to get titles for movies and major announcements. Where's the ponytail? You guys are so cute. I wanted to look all fresh for the Marvel stuff, and also the DC coverage right after. DC Universe, not DC movies, but DC Universe has a panel at 7 o'clock. Marvel wanted to close out the convention, but DC Universe is like, we might have a couple of announcements, so I could potentially be up all night. But I'm ready. I took it easy during the day so that I would be able to do that. I'm expecting during the Marvel panel a potential casting for Shang-Chi. Just like they announced Brie Larson was Captain Marvel at a couple of Comic-Cons before. It worked out quite well, so I suspect we'll be getting that. I've also heard rumors of a young and dark Avengers announcement, which is very exciting. And then, of course, we should be getting information, be it casting or other things, about the Eternals, Black Panther 2, Doctor Strange 2, and then, of course, maybe some Black Widow stuff. So the way this is going to work is that, there's so many people joining. It's so nice to have everyone here. I'm going to open up the floor to you guys. We can talk about whatever you would like to talk about. I will say that I think Terminator had a huge missed opportunity by not releasing a trailer. On Thursday, what did everybody talk about? Stuff that had trailers. Top Gun stole the Terminator panel. Although, did you see the pictures from the Terminator panel? Everybody was kissing each other. I thought it was pretty crazy. They're killing each other with love over there. But yeah, I think that they should have had a Terminator trailer. That behind-the-scenes stuff doesn't cut it. And so what trended was Top Gun and Cats. Cats, of course, deservedly so. So yeah, we're going to talk about anything that you guys want to talk about. I'm going to take questions. Eli says, where can we watch the Marvel panel? You're not going to be able to watch the Marvel panel. The Marvel panel is exclusive to Comic-Con. They never stream any panels out of Comic-Con. However, they will be live tweeted for sure. I'm sure that, a lot of people fit in Hall H. Everybody will be live tweeting that. Don't worry about it. Just pick any major news source. They will have someone inside live tweeting the convention. All right, so anything you'd like to ask? Let's see here. Yes, the sun is setting pretty much on Comic-Con. What you guys, thoughts on what George says, thoughts on the Westworld trailer? As I tweeted, it's like a totally different show. Westworld, while it has its hardcore fans, Westworld never became a water cooler show. I think because it's almost impossible to tell what's happening in it. I didn't give up on it because I have a hard time giving up on shows. Like, for instance, I watched Boardwalk Empire till the end. And so I think that, that's why I didn't give up on Westworld season, through the 2 seasons. But no one's ever talked about it. I stopped covering it when it first started. I covered the show. Just nobody cared. So I'm curious if this new season they will. This is a new shirt. I've been debuting new shirts all weekend long. I got to get new shirts in the rotation. When I see, welcome Joseph. When I see them, I see the poster frames. I'm like, I need new shirts. Joseph says, I hate to sound demanding, but are we getting new videos tonight? You definitely are. You're getting tons of videos. I'll be covering all the Marvel news, and I suspect probably some DC Universe news as well. Dennis says, Cats $1 billion. I don't know. I mean, who would have thought that The Lion King would be making as much money as it is? Nostalgia is strong, although I don't think the nostalgia for Cats is quite as strong as it is for The Lion King. I think Cats could potentially do pretty good, but where I think it could really be a surprise is that it might actually get like some major award nominations. Some people, it'll be like the new La La Land. Some people will hate it, some people will love it. Eli says, what is your most anticipated thing speculated? So many, with Marvel, so many things. Shang-Chi, I think probably a Young and Dark Avengers. I'd love a Phase 4 outline, but I don't know if they're going to do that tonight. Clay, I don't know if there will be a stream tomorrow morning. It depends how late I am up tonight. Yeah, Nick, Star Trek Picard did quite well, as we all thought it would. I mean, the surprise of Data and Seven of Nine returning was very clever. Eric says, when will we get a Birds of Prey trailer? Warner Brothers still seems a little iffy about the property from what we're hearing. I thought it might be play in front of Hobbs and Shaw, but it might not come until Joker, which I think would be a very good fitting match for it. Not just because of the Harley Quinn thing, but because of, you know, the similarities in the R rating, you know, playing around with the material. I think that's probably why they might wait for that. The Witcher, Dennis, The Witcher, that's a hot property. And it's because of Henry Cavill. I know there are a lot, although I have to say, I'm surprised at how many Witcher fans there are. They're either very loud or very numerous, or maybe both. But I'll certainly factor that into my coverage going forward. Let's see here. Sean, any trailers dropping today? Maybe from DC Universe, like for Titans Season 2 maybe, although that would probably be inappropriate considering the tragic death of their VFX coordinator just a day or so ago. So there might not be, maybe a Harley Quinn. We might get a Harley Quinn trailer. That would be wonderful. I would cover the hell out of that. Let's see here. Jammin says, question, Grace, how is the CW doing at the convention? They seem pretty active. Yeah, they've always been active. This has been a great year for television. I'm very impressed. Movies better get in gear because TV has been dominating this convention. But I think the CW, we'll see how Batwoman does. I still like Batwoman. I think there's a need for it. I think it's very strong. I think you can see from that tattoo teaser that it's speaking to a very specific audience, women, the LGBT community, and it's doing so aggressively. But I think that could really strike a chord with that group. I'm certainly still looking forward to it, and I can't wait to see it and review it. But I think that that's the only card the CW has right now, to be honest with you. I think, you know, there are a lot of big announcements about Crisis on Infinite Earths, but I've never seen those crossovers get the kind of attention that, like, Batwoman has. It's just not lightning rod. Grizzmeyer says, the Doom Patrol cast is at Comic-Con. Maybe they'll announce Season 2. Maybe. That would be nice. But I think there's a little bit of a problem in that they don't know where the DC shows are going to live. They haven't made that official. I think I've heard a number of people say, you know, DC Universe will be folded into HBO Max. So they might not be ready to make that announcement. Harry says, I just started Schitt's Creek because of your recent stream, and I want to say thank you. You're welcome. It's a good show. Ari, the Marvel panel starts at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jack Moore says, what will come first, Spider-Man 3 or Doctor Strange 2? Doctor Strange 2. I think Spider-Man 3 is probably pretty far away. So Hale says, do you expect a Black Widow trailer? I don't think so. I would be very surprised. You might get a logo and then maybe the title of the movie if it has a subtitle. Let's see here. Mara, I think there's a very good chance there will be Doctor Strange 2 and Black Panther 2 news. Both those directors have already signed on for their sequels, so let's get them a release date, right? My work there is done then, Sebastian. Let's see here. Hi, Ernie. I'm so glad that you remember. Welcome. Hello, Darlene. Oh, yay. Matt says, do you think Watchmen will do well? I gotta tell you, I'm not sure. After having just watched The Boys, the Watchmen seems not as sexy or as exciting, to be honest with you. The Boys is quite a good show. Let's see here. Matt says, do you think Dr. Manhattan will really be in the Watchmen show? I do, because I think it's the only thing that could get people super excited about that show. Emmer says, any Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 news coming? They could potentially cast Adam Warlock. I think that's a real possibility. Will James Gunn take the stage? That would be a tremendous show of support from Kevin Feige. Hey, 123. Isaac, I think they should do an A-Force movie instead of giving another female solo movie right now. I'd really like to see an A-Force film. Jamie says, do you think Kevin Feige will hold back on some info to reveal to D23 instead? I don't think so. I suspect D23 will be all about the Marvel Disney Plus shows. That's what I would do. And I mean, he has a chance here to just people are relying on Kevin Feige to save this Comic-Con. It's not been going very well. Hi, Justin, you did make it. John, there will be no Wonder Woman news today because there's no DC panel. Yeah, Hugo, Joseph, I thought Benioff and Weiss not attending Game of Thrones yesterday was hilarious. I think they did it because they didn't want the sound bites of people attacking them with all those Emmy nominations. I mean, they made Emmy history, and so I think that they were like, let's not hurt our voting chances with they didn't want to be able to have headlines that voters could see that says the fan base turned on the show, because then I think it would hurt the voting for it to win some of those Emmys that it's been nominated for. Let's see here. Hi, Anthony. So everybody, welcome. Thank you for joining. This is a stream that everyone can watch. It's we're just having a conversation about Comic-Con, and members are it's for members to ask questions. So if you'd like to join, there should be a join button right underneath the screen. Cece says, do you think that Miles Morales will appear in 10 years in the MCU and Tom Holland is adult, like in Spider-Verse? Man, I hope not. That would take a very long time. I mean, Tom Holland is technically an adult, but he looks very little. I would like Miles Morales to come sooner, quite frankly. Hurry up, Amy Pascal. I really would like that. Hi, Jonathan. Welcome. Selin, I think it's too early for anything about Fantastic Four or X-Men, quite frankly. I won't be reviewing Dark Materials Rocker Dude 17 because, I only have so much bandwidth, and I don't think that show is really getting a lot of attention, quite frankly. Silver, if there is a Titan Season 2 trailer, I will definitely do a reaction. I wish I could be doing more shot-by-shots, but there's just so much to cover, it's very difficult. I wanted to do a shot-by-shot for Cats, but not only did they release the trailer at a different time than I had anticipated in my schedule, but also Universal is being a little bit difficult. So, also I did want to just drag on the trailer for like 20 minutes. Hey DeAndre, welcome. Hello QC123 and Eric. Avengers V says, who do you think won Comic-Con so far? Ooh, Tom Cruise with Top Gun. He's still quite a movie star. Sean, I didn't do a Kingsman shot-by-shot because the trailer wasn't that popular. Although, if it's a slow time, the next time the trailer comes out, maybe I will, because there's like a lot of really cool history in that trailer. Justin, did they really laugh at the Cats trailer in your theater? That's hilarious. Ernie, I miss Tony Stark too, but don't worry, I think he's going to come back. Yeah, James, I think Henry Cavill was a big convention for him. I think his trailer, though, wasn't as good as Top Gun's. Dylan, I don't think Cheeto will look like the Cats cast. I heard she doesn't even necessarily look too much like a cat, at least not at first. We'll see. Hi, Chingathu. I'm trying to pronounce your name right. Lloyd, no news on Umbrella Academy Season 2. But I think that's because they were not ready to go. They're ready to go with The Boys Season 2. Hey, Finn. Yeah, Alex, The Witcher should be the Henry Cavill show. I know that annoys Witcher fans, but That's the deal. That's why. I mean, that's the only reason anyone's paying attention to that show. Oh, I would love to see Storm in Black Panther 2, Jonathan. It would make me so happy. Let's see here. Claudio, I'll see about doing a comic segment on the live streams. Maybe I'll just do like on Wednesdays, I can talk about what I've purchased. Oh, that's very sweet of you, Andrew. I think they're not going to do the Inhumans if they're doing the Eternals. They're too similar, and so the Eternals is Kevin Feige's Inhumans. He does not play well with others, but he doesn't have to, except for Amy Pascal. He and Amy Pascal, I think, work very well together. Let's see here. Hey, Marvel Fan 81. I know what you're excited for tonight. Brendan says, what is the lifespan of the MCU in your opinion? I think it shall last for a very long time. I think it has a lot more. I think Kevin Feige is very good at reinvention, and I think he's very good at reading the signs from the audience. He gave people ramifications just when he couldn't get away with it any longer with Endgame, and I'm very excited to see what he does next. China is like super excited for Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi is going to make so much money. Hey, Robbie. Hi, Victor. Yusuf, the Marvel panel will be an hour and a half. Hugo, Halle Bailey can't play Storm. She's already Ariel. We'll go for another 5 minutes till 8:05. So you guys can ask me anything that you would like. Dylan, I don't think the Marvel panel tonight will talk about any of the Disney Plus shows. I don't think that's going to happen. Thank you, Levi. George says, what would the DCEU need to do, in your opinion, to get to the MCU level? They need to have a universe. I mean, people feel like they have to see every Marvel movie. They're invested in that story, and they don't feel that way about DC. They can pick and choose, and that shouldn't be the case. Hey, Red Active Lobster, and Enter for None. Jose says, do you think Marvel can do anything tonight that fans would reject? No, I don't. Hey, Jem. Selen says, is there hope for Secret Invasion? Oh, I think so. I think the end of Spider-Man set that up. I think it's coming. Mika says, casting video for New Gods. It has to come further along, quite frankly. If they announce Dark Avengers and Young Avengers, I'll probably do casting videos for those like early next week. I'm also planning a lot of The Boys coverage for when it debuts on Friday, a spoiler review and a season 2 video. I'm very excited about The Boys. I'm going to bet on it. I'm going to have faith in it, that it's going to stick the landing like I expect. James says, hey James, do you think Shazam 2 is dead? I do think Shazam 2 is dead. Never say never, but if it does come back, I think it'll come back with substantial changes, quite frankly. Gloomix, we are doing a watch party for Endgame on July 30th, right here on the main channel. Anyone can watch along, only members can comment. Liberty Bell, burgers, but turkey burgers, sometimes a regular burger. Let's see here. I saw a question. Let me see here. Chingathu, new member, says, Grace, how do you feel about the Halloween sequels? Are they necessary, or should they have left when the Danny McBride sequel ended? I think it made a decent amount of money. I think Jamie Lee Curtis really wants, she has a vested interest in these movies continuing. Let's see what they do with it. I had a lot of problems with the Halloween movie. I felt that, Laurie wasn't really the Sarah Connor we'd been promised. But I thought it had good moments. I thought it was a well-made film from a filmmaking perspective. So I would be open to another chapter. Yeah, Mika, where is the Batman casting? Where is the Supergirl casting? Where is any DC news? It's so ridiculous. Stasio says, do you think they'll include Wiccan and Hulkling if there is a Young Avengers? You asked if there was something people would riot against. That would be it, to not include those characters in Young Avengers. You have to. Hey, Kayla. Matt says, Grace, if there isn't a Shazam 2, do you think Shazam will show up in any other DCEU movie? I know Zachary Levi's been going around saying he'd like to. I don't think he will. If I were Marvel, I would make it a streaming show, to be perfectly honest with you. Lloyd, I purchase my comics on Comixology. I think that's the only way that you can purchase them. Oh, do you mean my digital movies? Apple. Jake says, how many Black Widow movies could there be? Will Marvel be doing one-off movies instead of trilogies now? I don't know. Thor just got a 4th movie. If I were Kevin Feige, unless this Black Widow movie makes like all the money in the world, I'd probably just make one Black Widow movie. I'd be like, I did it, Scarlett Johansson. Leave me alone, ScarJo and ScarJo fans and Black Widow fans, because she's just so difficult from a PR perspective. I don't know how much longer I'd want to be in the Scarlett Johansson business. So we're going to go till 8:05, so we have 2 more minutes. Mayra, the Russo brothers made some announcements, but they did talk about something with the Russo brothers, but it was something that no one had any idea what it was. I thought their panel was not good. And also, if you're going to do a panel, this is a visual medium, so you got to have like a freaking piece of art to show people. I mean, they have like a logo, but that's not enough. You need a poster, you need a first look. I mean, this is like Comic-Con 101. I don't understand how so many studios don't get it right. Like Terminator. If Terminator had released a picture of Eddie Furlong back as adult John Connor, they would have won Comic-Con. But they didn't do it. Natalia. Oh, hey, Natalia. That's pretty funny. 1 more minute. Harry, I don't think I'll be covering the new Avengers game. I'll have to see. Daniel, there's no stream to follow the Marvel panel. You have to just follow it on Twitter. Thanks, Easter. George Alexander says, how do you feel about a 4th season for Stranger Things? I thought this season could have been the ending. It's so successful. It's like the most successful thing that that Netflix has. It'll definitely go on for another season, maybe even a 5th. Deontra says, Shuri as the new Black Panther? I would rather her be the new Iron Man, because T'Challa isn't going to give up the mantle anytime soon. He just got it in the movies. So I think that it would be better if she instead of introducing Riri Williams, which a character that nobody ever really particularly has liked in the comics, I think Shuri is a fan favorite, and that would probably go over better as a result. Movie Math will go tomorrow, for sure. Thanks, Roberto. All right, it's 8:05. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. Hey, Derek Garcia. Thanks for being a member. Thank you to everybody who joined today. For the first time here. And Jody, you just joined, Jody. Hey, Jody. Member streams. They are there might be one tomorrow, but if not, there'll definitely be one on Monday. They're usually Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. And we discuss top stories, and then there's always a live segment in the last 10 minutes where you can ask me anything that you would like. And then, of course, you can participate in the watch-along. So if you join today, your membership is, I believe you can do it, you renew monthly, so you'll definitely be able to join in on the Avengers Endgame stream. So there'll be a stream where we all watch along together, and then we'll do a Q&A afterwards, even though it's a freaking 3-hour movie. All right, everybody, enjoy the Marvel panel. I'll see you on the other side. Bye. Bye-bye.